Good morning. Hope that your day goes well today. I'm just going to go through these assignments really fast, and then I'm going to read a story to your students. So first off, you're going to do, in math today, you're going to do 10-2, 10-3, 10-4, and 10-5. Like I said, don't spend more than 45 minutes on these. I know it's a lot of math, but don't worry about it. If it goes past 45 minutes, just stop at 45 minutes, whatever you get done. In science, you are going to read pages 282 to 292. So we're going to start learning about life cycles. You're going to read this page. On this page, it's asking you to draw a picture about what a baby looks like and what a parent looks like. It doesn't have to be a human parent, human baby, but it can be, or it can be an animal. You can find the pictures on the computer, you can find the pictures on your phone. If they can't think of what a mom and a baby of a certain animal look like, you can look at pictures in books, magazines, whatever you have. Then down at the bottom, you're going to ask, how are the adult and baby alike, and how are they different? Then you're going to read about the chicken life cycle of a chicken. You're going to read about the life cycle of frogs. You're going to read the life cycle of fish. And then once you have finished reading about those, you're going to do this little quick lab. And all this quick lab is you're going to draw each one of those life cycles of the chicken, the frog, and the fish. And then you're going to and label them. Then you're going to tell me how they are alike and how they're different. Just one or two reasons how they're alike and one or two reasons that they're different on a piece of paper. And that's it for science. Then for reading today, you're going to do, let me tell you about phonics first. Phonics, you're going to pick 4 of your spelling words, and you are going to write a sentence that has at least one of those spelling words. If you want a little more of a challenge, try and use 2 or more spelling words in your sentence. But I need 4 sentences with at least one spelling word in each sentence. They can be silly sentences. I know some of my kids like to make up some really silly sentences, and that is perfectly fine as long as they make sense as a sentence. For reading, you are going to read Hansel and Gretel 2. It's on page 134. Before you read, you're going to do this prepare to read. And what it's asking you to do is think about fantasy again. Fantasy is a made-up story with events that cannot really happen. So like in Hansel and Gretel, as you can see, there is a house made of candy. There can't be a house made of candy. Why? Sorry, kitty cat in the way. So a house can't be made of candy because it would melt in rain, right? So you can't have a house made of candy, so it's a fantasy. Before you read, you're gonna think about a fantasy and how it's make-believe. And you're going to think about what you think will happen in the story. Then you're gonna read Hansel and Gretel, and you're going to see if your prediction was true or not. So don't read the story before you do this. You can pause the video for a minute and kind of think about it and write down what you think is going to happen in the story. Then we're going to read Hansel and Gretel 2. And so, what is the front of our book called? The cover. And the side is the spine. The back is called the back cover. And this would be the title page up here. We don't really have a page of its own. And for Hansel and Gretel 2, it does not give us an author or an illustrator. So we will just read it. All right, Hansel and Gretel 2. One day, we were hiking in the forest. Hansel, look! That little house over there has shiny red and yellow candy all over it, said Gretel. Yum! I'm hungry. I'm hungry too. Let's take a nibble, I said. Just then, out jumped a little chicken. Don't eat that. It's not good for your teeth, the little chicken yelled. We decided that this funny chicken was just trying to help us, and so must be nice. Do you want to come to our house to play? I asked the little chicken. It is made of candy. Is it made of candy? She asked with a grin. And we all hiked off together. So that was just a small, short story. It didn't give us the author. So who do you think is the author? If you remember our story we read yesterday and on Tuesday. Think about it. Who do you think the author is? The little parts in the story down here, the writing, it asks you to do that tomorrow. But if you would like to go back and read it today and fill those in, then you can do that. And that's all you have to do today for reading. Tomorrow, don't forget, we're going to have our spelling test. I will do a video to give the spelling test tomorrow. And I think that's all I have for you today. I will hope to see you soon. And y'all have a very good day.